Thank you, Chair, and thank you to all of the distinguished delegates participating in this meeting for your leadership. Transportation is one of the world's great common denominators. Each of our countries relies on effective, efficient transportation infrastructure that can drive economic growth, enable supply chains, and make everyday life better for our people. We've seen what can happen when those systems are destabilized by an increase in fires, floods, and storms made worse by the climate crisis, by a global pandemic that upends global supply chains, or by acts of violence and war. The full-scale invasion by the Russian Federation against Ukraine is nearing the 2-year mark, resulting in compounded damage to transportation systems such as rail, ports, and more that require our continuous and sustained support. The work of this committee to help reconstruct Ukraine's transportation infrastructure is only growing in importance. I visited Kyiv last November and reiterated the United States' commitment to Ukraine and our support for Ukraine's return to economic self-sufficiency. We've also appointed a senior-level advisor based in Kyiv to provide technical assistance and best practices in support of Ukraine's infrastructure delivery efforts. Even while defending themselves in this war, Ukraine has continued to work alongside partners like the United Nations to help stabilize global food prices, preventing hunger for millions around the world. Recently, I also had the opportunity to address merchant mariners who are doing the vital work of transporting freight amid reckless attacks from Houthis in the Red Sea. Here too, collaboration and ongoing communication is proving key to saving lives and to minimizing and managing supply chain disruptions that could raise the price of goods for people globally. Meanwhile, let me share a brief update on how we're working domestically to make transportation safer, fairer, and more sustainable. When it comes to climate action, which we also see as one of our best opportunities to create new, durable, good jobs, we have set forth on a national plan to decarbonize transportation and reach net zero by 2050. We're working with international partners on green shipping corridors, sustainable aviation fuel, and vehicle electrification, including launching our first binational EV charging corridor in partnership with Canada. Inside the US, we are funding a nationwide network of EV chargers. We're taking action to double the number of electric buses on our roads, and we have awarded funds to build America's first true high-speed rail. On roadway safety, we're implementing a safe system approach and learning from the successes of many of your nations in reducing roadway deaths, including by the way that we design our roads and in managing the technology used in vehicles. We're also using our regulatory authorities and research capabilities to make sure that new transportation technologies, like vehicle automation, develop in ways that can meet their potential to make more people more safe in the future. Good data resources are key to this work. And to advance the safety of new and developing transportation technologies, we need critical safety data as soon as they are available. We commend this body and its working parties on their related efforts, and we look forward to hosting our first United Nations Automation Safety Group meeting in my home state of Michigan in May. The United States is grateful to our friends and partners in this organization. Since the nature and the urgency of our challenges are felt across international borders, our cooperation should be the same. We have much to gain from our continued engagement, coordination, and partnership. Thank you for your ongoing work together, and I wish you a very productive convening.